masturbation is perfectly fine. I would recommend it to anybody. Releases endorphins. Yeah. Yeah.
One time I jacked off and nothing came out.
What's the craziest thing you've jerked on like skeeted on?
I jerked off on the door handle of my middle school.
Why did you do that?
Because no one was around.
No, Graham's got the same story.
I was in middle school, and I knew this girl. Her name was Ellie. Ellie was gorgeous, redhead. Biggest knockers I'd ever seen in my life, but I hadn't seen them yet. So, she said she'd show me her knockers if I jerked off on a door handle. Problem is that this door handle was the door handle of a classroom. And it was school hours. So, I did.
Damn! Whacking it!
Special, I'm sure it's happened to everyone. Well, you know, that's what I like to think anyway. So, my friend was over at my house playing video games in the other room. I was like, oh man, I'm feeling a little tingly, you know? So I went into the back room, went on the computer, doing the whole internet porn thing, you know? My friend comes in the door, opens the door, and he's, you know, like I figure if I walked in on my friend, I would be like, oh man, oh, that's gross. Be all quiet, you know, and walk away and go back home. No, he opens the door, starts busting up laughing as I'm masturbating. So I put my shit away, and he comes up and sits next to me, and I was like, you ever seen this website before, man? I had this friend who threw up blood because his girlfriend made him eat her out while she was on her period. She forced him to eat her out so he could get a ride home.
He fucking blew my load in a chick's mouth, and shortly after she fucking puked over a tombstone.
Nice!
That was pretty cool.
I didn't masturbate until I was 19 for the very first time.
Why?
I didn't know how. I was 9.
Wait, what? You were 9?
9 years old.
Jason, when did you first start masturbating?
Well, it involves somebody that we don't see anymore because now he's officially getting laid for reals.
Yeah.
There's no more fucking the fat man for this guy. So, this guy, he is a quintessential masturbator. We all knew he did it. He'd hide it from everybody, but we all knew what he was doing when he was doing it. And one day I decided to pass out in his bed. Woke up, you know, time to go to work, gonna put my clean socks on. And I put on one of his socks. It wasn't a problem at the time. I got to work, and I feel like something's itchy on my ankle. And I realized that it's caked in semen. I done put on a fuck sock.
Whacking it! Whacking it!
I was chilling up in my family's cabin up in Lake Tahoe and shit. Because my family has a cabin. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, but like, you know, you're up in Tahoe and there's nothing to do but like go swimming and like go hang out in nature and shit. But you get really fucking horny, you gotta jerk off and shit. And fucking, so I'm jerking it, just sitting upstairs, just like, oh yeah, what's up? Yeah, take that, you evil little bitch. And then in walks my sister and my mother because they're trying to get me out for a family dining event. They're like, we'll talk to you later, but my sister lingered. My sister lingered. It was a strange time and event and place in my life. So I was just like, alright, so I got a hard on, and I gotta either pee or jerk. So I finished it off and I was like, I'm never gonna think about this ever again in my life.
Alright, so it was 10th grade year, it was finals day. I figured, hell, I don't have to go to school until 10 o'clock. So I turn on MTV, I get Christina Aguilera's Dirty video going on.
Whacking it?
So one time I guess my grandfather, like, he walked in on me beating off, looking for the remote. That sucked.
Wow.
And like the thing was, like, he didn't like shut the door right away. He was like, oh hey, where's the remote?
This one isn't horror, but got my mom had this old Macintosh, and I just go in there and look up the most fucked up shit and fucking there's a little spare room on the side of the house. It was separate from the house. So I just sit there and like, bam, there's a little wastebasket. So I just be like, yeah, rad, splat, awesome. Now I play StarCraft. Fucking one night, like right after, just immediately after, I'm like, done StarCraft. Probably got shit on the keyboard. That's probably the most fucked up keyboard ever. But right after I'm done, then she comes in, like right then, I'm like, oh, good thing I'm playing StarCraft. Haha, I'm in the clear. And for some reason, she went in the fucking trash basket and started digging through it. And she like, the mom look, the disappointed mom thing, you know, way worse than making like, the disappointment is the worst from your parents. So she fucking like digs through the trash can and she looks me in the eye and she's like, just like pouty face, she's like, this is gross. Turned around and left. Horror. That's horror. Have you ever had your mom pick up a fucking piece of toilet paper with your fucking load on it? That's fucked up. That's disgusting and wrong, and it hits you right here. I'm sorry, Mom. If you ever watch this tape, I'm sorry.